Going, there we go. Now we're recording. We got all the pieces in place, and they said that I'd never master all of this stuff, and I fooled everybody. So, hey, thanks for being here. My name's Chuck Hansen. I'm going to be your host over the next 30 minutes or so, and got some exciting information to share with you, and we're going to get right to that. After I'm done with the information, there'll be a short break until 9 p.m. East Coast time. Then I'm going to come back and do a real in-depth training, so you definitely don't want to miss that. So a little bit about myself. I've been around the network marketing industry for a while. I've had some success. I built some teams. I was happily semi-retired until May of 2018 when I got exposed to my good buddy Dave Jordan, who you're going to hear about, called me and talked to me about a few things that he was doing. But as you see here, the last little part, since then I've earned right at $500,000. I've lost 40 pounds and 8 inches from my waist with the Valentis products. So that's where we're headed. So I hope you're ready for a change. I hope you're also ready for the best decade ever. I mean, that's the mindset that I want you to have, is that this is not going to be the best year ever. This is going to be the best decade ever, right? This is going to be the best decade beyond a doubt, beyond all the other decades that you've survived. This is going to be the best decade ever, because just having one good year probably isn't enough. I know it wasn't enough for me when I got started. So you had to have back-to-back good years, and that's where we're headed. So let me tell you a little bit about why you're at maybe where you're at. You know, everything in your life is a reflection of the decisions and the choices that you've made, good or bad, right? You know, if you want a different result, you've got to make a different choice. And that's one of the things that Les Brown was talking about is, you know, do you have the courage? You know, and it does take a lot of courage to change. And that's what we're talking about is, you know, changes and making things different. So, you know, if everything's not going exactly as you planned, then maybe you need to take a change. What's your plan? I talk to people about this all the time, about what their plan is. You know, how are you going to get from point A to point B? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, this is the average mean household income. Average mean household income in the U.S. market for last year, for 2019, $46,800. Now, that's not monthly, that's annually, right? So let me just make that perfectly clear. You see, I got exposed to this industry in 1987, 31 years ago, and I got exposed to this industry because a good friend of mine kidnapped me. He threw me in his Jaguar, took me off to a meeting. I thought we were going to dinner. He took me off to a meeting that was a network marketing meeting that I would have never gone to had it been for, you know, just me going by myself. Never would have gone because I didn't understand the industry. Well, what I discovered, and I'm so thankful that Gary did that he took me and he kidnapped me and that he did that, because what I found was something totally different than what I expected. I found a lot of people that didn't look particularly smart, that were making a lot more money monthly than I was making annually after 16 years in my own business. And so I paid very, very close attention to what was going on. So I've got to ask you what your plan is. You know, if your plan is that income, then, you know, no need to change, or maybe a lot of need to change, you know, but why is it? No, I'll tell you why I think it is. It's because there are very few real honest to goodness opportunities. And that's why only a little over 9% of the population make over $100,000 a year. And more importantly, a little over 1% of the population make over $200,000 a year. So it thins out pretty quickly once you get to that kind of income. And again, I'm talking annual, not monthly. And so, you know, what I want to just encourage everybody to, you know, it's crowded at the bottom, you know, get out of the bottom, right? It's very easy to get to the top. So we're going to give you a plan. You know, if you don't have a plan, So like I said here, people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan, right? They don't plan to fail. They've always wanted to live their dream, but they just fail to have a plan that would get them there. So, why is that? Again, it's why. Real plans are very difficult to find. In fact, they're almost non-existent. And so when you see a real plan, and guys, it really has taken me now 18 months of being with Valentis to really understand the plan, understand the strategy, understand all the components, make it and deliver something to you that is so simple, so easy, that anybody can do it no matter what, right? And that's what I really want to talk to you about. And this is the question. If you knew that over the next 1 to 3 years, you could create a 5, 6, or 7-figure massive passive residual income, would you commit the time, the effort, the resources necessary to make the plan work? I mean, that's the kind of thing that the person that invited you to take a look at this material wants to know. That's what I want to know. That's what everybody wants to know. Are you one of these A-type personalities that if you see something, you're going to go for it and you're going to make it work? And it's really just a yes or no. Yeah, there's a lot of other, but if and but, I'll try, or maybe I'll try, or so on and so forth. None of those things really matter. It really is just a yes or a no. Let's reflect for just a second. How was 2019? Was it everything that you hoped it was going to be? Mine was. Everything that I hoped it was going to be happened in 2019. What about the last 3 to 5 years? You can kind of piece that together. How were those years as far as income, happiness, doing the things you want to do, having the time freedom, having all the things that you wanted to accomplish? What about the past decade, right? How was that? How was the last 10 years? Well, sometimes all you got to do is look at your bank account, and you can tell how the last 10 years were. If you don't want the next 10 years to be like the last 10 years, now's the time to do something different. I'm telling you that this is something that you need to pay close attention to. I don't know what your goals, your dreams, your aspirations are, but if it has anything to do with making money, having more free time, and having all the things that you've ever wanted in life, then you need to pay very, very close attention to what is going on, because Valentis is the reason I'm here, right? I mean, Dave Jordan and Valentis is the reason I'm here. I found, and I didn't find it, I mean, Dave found me. Dave reached out to me in May of 2018, and I've known Dave for about 8 years, and he told me about, some incredible products, and one product in particular, and I joined because of that product. Now, you're going to hear me talk about in the training that I'm going to do at 9 o'clock, that wasn't really the best reason to join a company. Let me just put it that way. I mean, the Optimum coffee is outrageous. It's crazy. It's done miracles for me. It's done miracles for a lot of other people. This is the single serving sticks that it comes in also. This is the 30 scoop or 30 cup canister that it comes in. Done amazing things, but it really is a combination of not only products, but company. It really is the missing piece to millions. Your journey. And this is all about a journey, guys. It's all about you making a decision that you want your life to change. That journey and your life-changing experience will happen the day that you realize that your life sucks, right? That your job sucks, no matter what you're doing, no matter whatever career you happen to be in. You might be a dentist, you might be an attorney, you might be, whatever, and you decide, what, this sucks. I really am not living my dream. I'm living a lot of other things, right? maybe even your car sucks, maybe even what you're driving sucks. And, maybe you're just sick and tired of watching your life slip away and you want more out of life. So when you're ready, something great is going to happen. Maybe that's why you're here. I believe that everything happens for a reason. There's no coincidences. You just didn't happen to accidentally fall into this webinar, this Zoom. You get in front of this information. You were here and you're listening to this on purpose, right? There's a reason, and it has to do with the law of attraction, right? When you're ready, the teacher will appear. So let me tell you a little bit about Dave Jordan. Like I said, I got exposed to Valentis. I've known about the company when Dave started in 2014. Like I said, I'd known Dave for about 8 years, and I started trying the coffee, right? Started drinking the coffee, 2 cups of coffee. Everybody drinks coffee. Everybody wants to lose weight. So I figured, you know what, this is a pretty good deal. So I started drinking the coffee, lost 9 pounds the first week, lost 18 pounds the first month, bought an airplane ticket, jumped on an airplane, told Dave I was coming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota to spend a couple of days with him to investigate, do my due diligence of what is going on, because I was happy. I was consulting for a couple of companies. I was flying around the world. I was having a good time, except that I was fat, right? I kept getting fatter, right? All my meetings revolved around eating in some part of the world. So I was eating too much, too often, and way too well, and eating and eating and eating, and that has a tendency to make you fat. So I flew up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, spent a couple of days with Dave, and this is what I found, a debt-free company, millions of dollars in the bank, a company that had all the software in place, a global seamless compensation plan that allowed me to contact anybody that I knew anywhere in the world and enroll them and ship them product, right? The first international office and warehouse was just opening up in the Philippines, now the #1 market. And a guy that really is made to be an owner of a network marketing company. I mean, I could go on and give you all kinds of accolades about Dave Jordan, but he has the personality, the perseverance, and he's just one of those guys that he just doesn't know the word no, right? I mean, he is just tenacity is his middle name. So, I made the decision right then and there that if I didn't do this, if I didn't, become part of Valentis, I was going to leave millions of dollars on the table. But more importantly, I was going to miss the opportunity to help hundreds of thousands of other people get back their life. So that's what moved me into action. What I want you to think about right now is, what is it you want out of life? What is it you want out of the rest of your life? And, what are you willing to give up or do to get it? I don't want you to focus on the how. How am I going to figure it out? Don't worry about figuring it out. All of those things will come to you. You've got to first decide. Once you decide what you want and you want things to change, nothing or no one will keep you from reaching your goals and your dreams, right? The rest of it, the how-to, the steps are simple. So all you got to do is be ready and get ready. So let's talk about some of the traits. And I could go on. I'm going to talk to you about a few, but first one is belief. You've got to have belief in yourself. You've got to have belief in the industry of network marketing. You've got to have a belief in the company. And all of those things can be given to you if you're willing to accept them, right? Until you have that belief in all of those things, then just use me. I've got enough belief for everybody. So, there's no one that can tell me that network marketing doesn't work. I already made too much money, right? There's no one that can tell me that a Valentis won't work. I already know that that's not true. They'll be in business 6 years, and they've overcome a lot of obstacles and still here. So belief, you're going to, I'll give you a couple of places to get some belief here in a second. Effort. Got to put forth some effort. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, right? This is a 1 to 3 year journey, right? A business. So you've got to put forth some effort. You've got to have a burning desire. You know, I guess above almost all other things, you know, is your desire to do something different with your life. Once you do that, you make that decision, then again, nothing is going to stop you. Nothing is going to get in your way. You got to get into action. I'm going to give you some action items here in just a section, but action will overcome a lot of just the things that you just don't know. I mean, if you'll just get into action, you know, a lot of things will fall into place. Commitment, big word, right? I could put a few other words on here like putting away your ego. You got to have discipline. Absolutely. And I really applaud the young people that have joined Valentis. I didn't find network marketing until I was, well, I won't tell you how old I was. I was beyond young. And I've been around here for 30 years, so you can kind of figure that out. But I wish that I would have found it, but I don't know if I would have had the discipline to not do all the other things that my friends were doing and, you know, concentrate on building something, you know, for my future, right? Take 3 to 5 years of your life and dedicate it to something that will allow you to live the life that every one of your friends will be envious of, you know, because you gave up a few things along the way. The other thing is consistency. You've got to stay consistent. You've got to stay one thing right after the next, not the ups and downs, you know, just stay consistent. This is a business, right? This is a business. We're going to have our ups and downs. So get used to it. I mean, that's life, right? Put away your ego. I'm going to give you a secret that I learned a long time ago. And that is the secret to a six-figure income is never quit. Stay focused. Stay honed in and stay focused and never, ever, ever quit. It's real simple. You know, it's a 3 to 5 year plan. Set your sights on working the next 3 to 5 years and never, ever quitting. You know, my gift to you is a plan. It's a plan that if everyone that focuses on can be or will become one of the top earners in the world. You know, it's a simple plan that anybody can do, a plan that works for those that have limited contacts or huge databases, that have credibility or no credibility, that have influence or no influence. I mean, it's a plan that really will work for everybody. It's not about cutting edge products. It's not about the company and perfect timing. You know, I'm not going to go down those roads. You know, it's just a simple math equation. It's how our compensation plan works. And had it not been for the genius of Dave Jordan and the team that he assembled to put this compensation plan together, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm telling you, this is going to be amazing if you just stay focused on working the plan. Action items. Got to start with the Business Builder Pack. There's no other way to start. There's other ways to start, no other way for the plan to work. You've got to do that because it maximizes the payout of the compensation plan. So, you know, $575, actually it turns out to be about $600 with shipping and everything, $600 to your door of products. And we can talk about the products. You can pick out 16 products. The products are just something that you're going to experience and you'll learn to love. And then make a commitment. You got to make a commitment to buy 3 products each month. It's 100 business volume. It's $160.43. I'll show you very quickly how that will come out of profits instead of out of your pocket. But you got to make a commitment that that's what you're going to do. And you've got to find one person, not 10, not 20. I don't want you to go out and recruit an army of people. I want you to find one person that'll duplicate exactly what you're doing. Buy the Business Builder Pack, make a commitment to buy 3 products, and find one person every month for the next 12 months Just stay focused on doing that for the next 12 months. Again, it's something that anybody can do if they want to do it, if they buy into it, right? I mean, here's how it is. I mean, I've looked at this plan 1,000 times, and I see no flaws in it whatsoever. Here you are, month 1. I'm going to give you month 1 through 12. I'm going to tell you what your team size is going to look like if everybody follows the plan consistently, right? I'm going to tell you what your business volume is going to look like. This business is all about a lot of people doing a little bit, right? And the little bit is not the $600 business builder pack. The little bit is the 3 products that they purchase every month. Very, very simple. I'm going to tell you what your dual team income, I'll explain that a little bit more in the training, but it's outrageous, right? It gets to be outrageous. I'll talk to you about the legacy bonuses and what you'll earn from that part. I'll talk to you about a fast start bonus. You're going to earn $100 every month. You introduce somebody and you enroll them and they buy a business builder pack. So, you know, here you are, month 1, there you go, right? Introduce somebody, they introduce somebody, you introduce a second person, you've got a small team, you've already made $200 and you've been 2 months in business. Now, don't get set on retiring just yet, right? Just stay consistent. Your product, you know, I told you about $160 a month, starts the month after you buy your business builder pack. So it starts your 2nd month, right? By your 3rd month, you've made $320. That's exactly what your products will cost you when you buy them your 2nd month and your 3rd month, $320. So you broke even, right? Your earnings actually paid for your product, so you're not coming out of pocket. The 4th month, you got a team of now 15 people. You've created $700 in volume. And let me tell you how that happens. The 7 people over here, next month, again, they purchased their 100 business volume or their $160.43 worth of product, right? A lot of people doing a little bit. On the 5th month, right, those 15 people purchased their product, 1,500 business volume. You made a whole $400. Most people would have quit by now. Most people would have quit by now because they just don't have the long-term vision that it's going to take in order to carry you over the finish line. But that's your job, right? On the beginning is to talk to people that have the vision. It's 1 person a month, right? 1 person a month. By the 6th month, you've made $700. Now you've made more than that if you add up everything, and you know your product is now being paid for out of profits. You've got your $600 back, right? So you're even with the world, and but it's nothing really to write home about, right? 7th month, those 63 people go make their purchase, 6,300 in business volume. Your dual team income, which will pay you up to $100,000 a week, $100,000 a week, is now $400. Your legacy bonus, $800. Your fast start from the 1 person that you enrolled that month, $100. You made a whole $1,300. Your 8th month, right? Income just doubled. Your $1,300 went to $2,500. Your 9th month, your $2,500 just went to $5,000. Now, somebody says, hey, how's that thing working? How's that Valentis thing working? You go, well, you know, it's working pretty well. I've been here 9 months, and this month I made $5,000. Their ears are going to stand up like my Doberman, right? Their ears are going to stand straight up. And they're going to say, really? Wow, tell me about that, right? Sometimes you're going to have to show people that it works before they believe that it actually will work. So, you know, you just have to go to work. Roll up your sleeves and go to work. Your 10th month, income is doubled again, right? 5,000 to 10,000. Now your friend asks you, and now he's going to say, hey, I want in. Whatever you're doing, I want to get in. So your 11th month, your income doubled again. It's because of this number here. A lot of people doing a little bit of business, right? That 100 business volume. And this is a great way to show somebody how the compensation plan works. You know, yes, there's lots of other videos. Yes, there's lots of different ways of showing it. But this is a very simple way to show people that if you do this, if you can do this, and everybody can go find one person, everybody can commit to buying 3 products a month, and just follow this system, and everybody does exactly the same thing, you know, your 13th month, listen here, the 13th month, you just made $78,000. You made more money that month than you made the entire year, right? If you add up all of this money that you just made, you made more money in the 13th month than you did the entire past year, and it just continues like that. So if you'll just stay focused on the very simple, basic element of how this business, you know, it really doesn't have much to do with network marketing. It has a lot to do with a company like Valentis, who's got an awesome compensation plan that will pay you every Friday, direct deposit or to your pay card, you know, your MasterCard, anywhere in the world, right? So all you got to do is find one person. You know, I said, you know, think about what are the things that you want. This is one of the things that I wanted. I wanted a lake house, right? So that was our lake house on Lake Travis in Austin. Maybe you want a couple of new cars, right? 2 or 3. Yeah, I would suggest buying them, right? You know, start picking them out. Start thinking about, you know, what it is you want. Because Valentis, as you move up in rank, they're going to start paying as you hit diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, royal diamond. They're going to start paying for your car. Maybe you want a few horses. You know, this is one of the last one. We've got 5 girls. This is the last one, Casey, and that was her dream, right, of being an equestrian and riding horses and showing horses. And I have to tell you about horses, you know, it's not a cheap hobby. It starts out cheap, but then it winds up where you have to have, you know, an equestrian estate, so that you've got a barn and, you know, you can have your horses close to you. You got to have pickup trucks. You got to have trailers. You got to have all those. You got to have all those other things, because we showed all up and down the East Coast. But you know, that's just that was how that's how I've lived, right? I mean, I've lived the dream for the last 31 years as a result of network marketing. That's my wife Mary in her first Ferrari, and you know, that's Casey on Ruby, another one of her horses, her jumpers. So, you know, it's just something. Maybe you want a beach house. Yeah, this is our beach house that we had on Topsail Island. That was our back door right on the Atlantic Ocean. That was our house in town on the Intercoastal. And my daughter, Kira, who's now a nurse, an ER nurse. But, you know, you can have any type of life that you want to have if you're willing to do something and change, right? No matter where you happen to be in life, this is a plan that'll work for everybody. So little bit about our schedule. You know, I would encourage you to come back and join us in all the Zooms that we do. Tuesday, Dr. Chi does a Zoom. We do one in Russian on Wednesday. Dr. Chi does another one on Wednesday. Diamond Mitch does one on Thursday, and then we do a great training on Saturday. The company does a few calls Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and a Saturday training call. By all means, you know, get back with the person that invited you to get this information and make sure that you've got these schedules so that you can plug into everything that's going on. I talked to you earlier about belief. This is one of the places that you're going to build a lot of belief, and that is in May in Las Vegas. Come and visit with us. Come and stay with us, right? And just see what's going on. feel the excitement of, hanging out with people, getting all the training, the cutting edge products that are going to be released and the new product launches. And, it's just, had it not have been for a meeting that I went to 31 years ago, I wouldn't be in this business, period. I mean, I would not have been in this business. It took that type of exposure, for me to realize that I was missing something. So, what I'll say is, thanks for being here. I'll see you in Las Vegas at the Green Valley Ranch, May the 13th through the 16th. Make sure that you come up and introduce yourself to me. I'm glad you're on the team. I'm here to help you, whatever I can do to help you. I'm here to do that. I'm going to do a training at 9 p.m. East Coast time on this very same Zoom. So I'm going to close this session out right now, stop the share, stop the recording, and then I'll come back at 9 p.m. and do a more in-depth training and record that session as well. So with that, I thank you for your time. I'll see you back here in about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, 25 minutes. So with that, I'm going to end this meeting.
Hey, John.